Hi guys, hello. Welcome once again to my LS. Yeah, DD Iganes King is back on board. Yes, so doing what we love to do best. Now so, my Ogbonge people to read. Now I bring come today as usual. All right, our normal discussion, our normal talk, our normal views and opinion. That is what I have on my table today. Okay, guys. So the question, as you can see displayed on the screen, a question a bio, a question I ask. Okay, whom to blame? In this story that I will talk about today, this Ogbonge story, when I want to talk about, my light are falling. Whom to blame? Okay. All right. My love again. Hey, what did they happen though? I don't believe it's village people. Lie. Because I'm not sabi village people, they're not sabi me. So why is this stand dropping up and down? Is this something I did not do well? Okay, I didn't tight the bottom. Very well, guys. Don't be today. Oh. I hope it will not fall again. Me get my phone that fell on the floor. I think it's better. Let me adjust the camera. Okay. Well, I will go up a little bit so that my face can show. Make I sit down, gidigba, cross leg. Unfortunately, I don't drink. So, my lovely people, before this break in transmission by this ring light dropping on the floor, you know, I ask a question here. Who is to blame? I will be speaking English and Pidgin because of viewers. You know, people viewing our videos, some of them are English, while some of them are used to Pidgin. Okay. So, who is to blame about this trading story right now? But before I start, let me sing a song. Let me sing a song by one of our Ogbonge Nigerian musician, though I will rephrase my own. I will rephrase my own. Okay, but once again, this is DD Iganes King. Yeah, who am I seeing? I'm not with my glasses. Let me use my phone. Marijona, okay. Okay, good afternoon from Canada. Thank you. It's evening here already. Thanks for coming. Thanks for the thumbs up. I do appreciate. I'm doing great. We thank God. I hope you too. I hope you are doing great as well. You are doing good by the special grace of God. Okay, so my lovely people, I still remain DD Iganes King. If you come across this video, kindly share, please, to any social media handle, and I will be really, really grateful. Yes, I am from Nigeria and Marijuana. And you, where are you from? Because this name doesn't sound Nigerian to me. I am from Nigeria, guy. So please help me to share this video so that people can come in because it's an interactive topic, a discussion, so that I can get more views, opinion, and thoughts about what I want to discuss. Okay. Thank you for coming in. I do really appreciate. Thank you very much. So before I start my story proper, my people, let me sing a popular Nigeria song, Nigerian music. I think this music should be in the 90s or so. I remember when I was still a growing teenager. All right. So it is related to my today's topic. And it goes like this. It's a pidgin English song. Yeah, your mama, yeah, your papa. Life go better for you. Yes. Yeah, your mama, yeah, your papa. By God's grace, life go better for you. This life when we dey na story. Life not be bed of roses. Anything when you do, make you do well. With God's help, God go answer your prayers. Brother, sister, comot for bad thing o, because bad thing e no pay. Make una hear my story o. Life na small small, ewo, hear your mama, hear your papa. With God's help, life go better for you. Yes, hear your mama, hear your papa. With God's help, life go better for you. Yo papa, yo mama gi. Oga didigi man. Ye mama, ye papa gi. Oga didigi man. Yes, so this song says that you should listen to your parents, obey your mother, obey your father. Whatever good advice they give to you, listen to them, and this life that we are will be better for you. Okay, your wife is from South Sudan, so I am so used to hearing her accent. Okay, although she is slowly losing her accent from living here so long. Oh, mother tongue. Okay, while you are a Canadian, I can see the Eastern African accent is very, very sounding. All right. So thank you, my brother. You are welcome. We are on. We are still same. You are welcome. I do really appreciate. So this song I sang now in pidgin, though it's a Nigerian music, it says that you should hear the words of your parents, hear the words of your father, hear the words of your mother, and life will be better for you. Because this life that we are, nothing like shortcuts. I am going somewhere, my people, because of the story I have on my table. That is why I decide to sing this song. People think that life is bed of roses. No way, no way. Nobody is born with silver spoon. Even those that are made, all right. There are people will say they are born of silver spoon. They are made. At least is to an extent. Even though your parents are billionaire, you cannot just sit and fold hands like that and be eating money. There will be a time you too will still move on with your life. So that is why it's advisable that anything we are doing should be legit. Okay, let me go to my story proper. Nigerians sound like they drink plenty of water because your guy's accent sounds moist. Really? That's our accent. And you know, every country have their own accent. We all have our mother tongue. All right. So my story for today, my people, whom to blame is a question. Whom to blame? Is it the prophet that prophesied to the mother of this boy, the story I'm bringing up today now? Is it the prophet that prophesied to the mother that your son wants to use you for money ritual? Or it is the mother that cried home to the son and started shouting on top of her voice, come out, oh, come out, oh, you want to use me for money ritual, you want to kill me, Abi, after all what I have done for you, after all what I suffered to have you as a child, so you want to kill me and use me for money ritual. Canadian accent is so blunt like our winter. Okay, okay. We all have different accents, as I said. Okay. Even with African countries, if you see a Gambia, the way they talk is different from the way Nigerians talk. If you see a Kenya, the same. You understand, we all have our different accents. God is great anyways. So as I was saying, whom to blame? Okay, there is a young man, a Nigerian young man precisely, an upcoming musical artist, though he's late now. All right. So the gist is that the mother of this boy went to a church. I will not want to condemn any church right now, whether it's true church, whether it's false church, we don't know. Whether it's fake prophecy or it's real prophecy, we don't know. But the story is that the mother of this late boy, this Nigerian boy, an upcoming musical artist, went to a particular prophet, and the prophet prophesied to him that she should be careful of her only son, that her only son is planning to use her for money rituals, which we call Yahoo Yahoo. Okay, Canada has several accents actually. Each province here has its own accent, and we can tell which province each other comes from. So it is in the UK. The white people too, they have different accents as well. So I think there are different accents from different county, like what you just said. Okay, okay, I can see. I will check you out to hear your own accents after this video. Thank you for coming. I appreciate. So this woman now went to a prophet, as I said. The prophet prophesied to her that the son, the only son she have, is planning to use her to make money. All right, planning to kill her for money rituals to enrich himself. So this woman now cried to the house on top of her voice and was shouting, all right, to the hearing of everybody, that after what she had gone through for this son, you know how we mothers behave, especially the African mother. After what she have gone through for this son, this is how the son want to pay her back by killing her. So she was shouting, dragged the boy, started calling his name. So you want to kill me, eh? Is it not? So do you know what this guy did? This guy did, according to the G's, they said, Mama, he said, Mama, what are you talking about? That is why I asked this question. Who is to blame? You people should listen to this story and tell me whom to blame. Is it the prophet that prophesied to the mother? Is it the mother that went to the house and was shouting on top of her voice that the boy is a ritualist? Or is it the boy that ended up went to take an insecticide and drank and killed himself? So what do you think about this scenario right now, what I just said? Is it true that really the boy had plans of deleting the mother? Deleting means to kill the mother so that he can be rich, because that was what the prophet told the woman, that she should be careful that her son wants to use her for money rituals. Nobody will hear that. Nobody, because that is what is trending in Nigeria. Money ritual, Yahoo, Yahoo, here and there. You see brother killing sister, father killing child, husband killing wife, all just to make money. What they call Yahoo, Yahoo. Some are even using mad people, newborn babies, virgins, and all that, depending on what the ritualists demanded of them to get. So according to this gist now, this mother, after shouting on top of her voice that the boy wants to kill her, that she is going to the village to tell kingsmen and all that, blah, 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 this boy ran into the bedroom and drank insecticide. He drank insecticide. Yes, he went and took what we call utapiapia, insecticide that is used in killing mosquitoes. That was what this young man went to drink, and that is it. He died. So are we saying now that it was the prophet that caused the death of this boy? Because some people now are blaming the prophet, that it could be false prophecy, that even though it is true, why will the prophet tell the mother that the son whom she loves so much wants to use her for money rituals? So my own thought, if I will come into this matter, all right, I don't see anything wrong in what the prophet said, whether the prophet is real or fake. He's only telling the mother so that the mother can take precautions. Okay? As God have it, he's a prophet. They foresee things, right? So they see visions. So there are people that believe vividly very well on their prophet, their men of God, women of God, and all that, the fortune tellers. There are some people that believe in it. While there are some people that don't, they will just tell you bullshit and move on with their life. So this kind of mother now, he believed in that kind of prophecy. That was why she cried out that people should help her. If anything happens to her, the son should be held responsible because it's the son that wants to use her for money ritual. Okay, the boy now hearing this now ran into the bedroom now and commit suicide. So what do you think? Do you really think that the boy killing himself, deleting himself from planet Earth, really shows that really he really wanted to kill the mother, so it was because of shame he did that? Or are we saying here now that it is the prophet that caused this doom in the family that made the boy to kill himself? Because if I may say my own thought here, when you know very well that you don't have any plans to kill your mother, what are you supposed to do? It's very, very painful when somebody tell a lie against you. Yes, I know. To be as if the ground should just open wide and let you just go in. Because when you are telling people that I did not do this, hear me out, I did not do this, I did not do that, but some of them will not want to give you listening ears. All right, they will be the one, even the so-called family and close friends you have, they will be the one tarnishing your image and slandering you that you did that, you did it. No wonder you are this. Those are the ones that don't love you, that's supposed to stand by you. Are you telling me now that this boy now, in all his family members, both paternal side and the maternal side, there is nobody that he could have run to and say, make una come help me, oh, you should come to my aid, oh. Look at what my mother is saying, that I want to use her for money ritual. It is not true. Even if it is for me to take an oath, I'm ready to take an oath. Or if it is for me to swear or put a curse, I'm ready to do that. Instead of him to kill himself. So I am of the opinion, to me, Sha, that the guy really went that far. If you know you did not want to kill your mother as the prophet prophesied, are you supposed to take your life? Even though it is very, very painful that you were being accused of what you did not do. Jesus Christ in the Bible passed lot of all those kind of allegations. Why did he not go and look for something to kill himself? All right. There are a lot of things that Jesus Christ did in the Bible that people were against. Even people he associated with, like all those Pharisees and all that, people were against him. People talked about him. So why will you now run into your bedroom to drink otapiapia? So what are you really giving out there as a signal? Don't you think people will say, so really, you really want to kill your mother, right? That is why you went to take poison. That is if only he had survived. But unfortunately, he died at the process. He didn't make it. Kanji, thank you for coming. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I do really appreciate. Thank you for the thumbs up. All right. So, what are your thoughts about this? Whom to blame? Is it the prophet? Because it's just a simple question and a short story. Is it the prophet? Is it the mother? Is it the son? Or is it that the mother is not supposed to raise an alarm? She's supposed to just call in the son one on one and they have a heart to heart discussion and say, so this is what you want to do to me. You want to kill me, Abby? You want to use me for money ritual? Instead of her to be shouting and people are hearing their voices and all that? Is that the right thing to do? Or is it the prophet that God has opened his eyes? Let's assume that really God opened his eyes, because I cannot judge right now. That God have opened his eyes and made him to see that this is the plans of the boy, that the boy is really planning to kill the mother before few months time. This news just happened, I think this January here, the past month, 2021. This is February already. All right. How can somebody do a thing like that? Okay, you now committing suicide by taking your life. If you can take your own life, is it another person's life you cannot take? Let's call a spade, because some people are saying that there are different comments flying right, left, and center. Some are saying that it's not true, that it's because of the pains the boy must have had, he's traumatized, that why will the mother just come and attack him like that? That is why he decided to kill himself. I have treated a similar case like this, but that one happened in America. A Nigerian boy too, that based in America, that the girlfriend, according to him, they are not even dating. Okay, it's as if the girl is falling in love with him, but he refused to accept her. So the girl lied. The girl lied that the boy raped her. So when he was even saying that I did not do this, the girl had to summon the boy. It's late now. He committed suicide as well by dropping a suicide note before taking his own life. So when, according to the guy, he said people are not giving me listening ears. They refuse to believe me. She even went as far as even summoning her, summoning the late boy. All right, in their girls' coven that this is what the boy did. Whereas according to the late Izuchuku, he said he did not do that. But he must have told 1, 2 persons that is close to him in his family. Maybe they were not like taking the matter seriously. So he ended up his life. He did. So now, things like this, if someone can end one's life, your own life that you did not create, does it mean that you cannot end your mother's life? Does it mean you cannot end your father, your neighbor, even a newborn baby? There are certain things that we should just look beyond the ordinary eyes. Fine and good, it is shameful. It's like a stab on the body, a wound, a smelling wound you are trying to clean up, even though you are taking care of the wound, but it's still stinking. Anywhere you enter, people will perceive that smell from that wound. Even though it is like that to this boy, that this is what the mother have done by shouting to the public, letting everybody know that he wants to take her life for money rituals, and you are saying that, mommy, it is not true. Mommy, it is not true. What are you supposed to do as a human being? Let's not bring in religion right now. If not, I would have said, what are you supposed to do as a Christian or a Muslim? Okay, so what are you supposed to do? Are you not supposed to defend yourself in the way you know you could defend yourself? If it is to go to social media now, because now this news is on social media, it's everywhere. If it is to cry to social media, or you go to the media to say, please, please, this prophet that is spoiling my name should please stop it. Or better still, look for the prophet and get him arrested if you think it is fake prophecy. Why will you go and kill yourself? Because, I'm sorry, your mother said you want to use her for money ritual. Starboy Fizzy, that is his name, an upcoming musical artist, Starboy Fizzy. Because the children of these days, their eyes are up, 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 up. They want quick money. They want quick money. That is why I will always be using this word President Buhari used some time ago when he visited Donald Trump in America, that Nigerian youths are lazy. But I will rephrase it, that it's not all Nigerian youths that are lazy. Okay? If you talk of all these new babies now, all these small, small upcoming children now that are growing into teenagehood, going to like in their late 20s now them are lazy. Most of them don't want to do anything. Don't want to get educated. Fine and good. You must not go to school. I always tell people this. You must not go to school. All right. So you follow your heart, your dreams. If it is to learn skills, go for skills. But most of them these days, they don't want to do anything. They are just lazing in the house, eating and depending on their parents. And when their parents will not provide for them, they will beat them after smoking Igbo, Indian hemp, drinking kai kai sapele water. That is when they will start misbehaving and beating their parents. And if paraventure they now mix with bad guys now that are running things, they call it runs, that are doing runs like this, before you know, they will go and belong. And at the end of the day, they will be introduced to a ritualist who will now perform some incarnations and sacrifice on them. And it depends on whatever you pick or whatever the herbalist will tell you. Like this boy's own now, this Starboy Fizzy now, blessed memory, because he's late right now. His own now, I think maybe they'd ask him to bring the mother. Okay. If the mother had not gone to that church, maybe this prophecy wouldn't have come. True, and it is true. Let me tell you, whether people like it or not, we have genuine prophets. We have prophets of the old, but these days, because of money, many people are not preaching salvation, they are preaching prosperity. They don't know who is who. People cannot even identify a true prophet from fake prophet again, or true prophecy from fake prophecy. If not, in the time of old, all these prophet Elisha, prophet Elijah, the Jeremiah, and all that, they prophesied and it came to pass. So why will prophets of our time now, the ones that God have really called, why will they not prophesy and it will come to pass? So for me, I would think this Starboy Fizzy really had the plan to delete the mother. That is my own for this matter. He had the plan to delete the mother. That is why he killed himself. Because no matter how painful it is that somebody accuse you of something you know nothing about, like as I said earlier on, I said it's very, very painful when you are accused of what you don't know about. It dey pain o, it dey pain. Wetin pain reach am sef no dey. E dey pain well well. It's better you do it. It's better you do it. I always tell people, it's better you do it. You say yes, I do am. Anything people want to come and do to me, I did it. Than you are innocent and people will be out there tarnishing your image. People will be out there spoiling you. When you pass, people will just look at you someone say, see, and now they come. Now the bad guy they come with this. Now the Ashawe woman they come with this. So it is better you do something that, yes, when you are coming and they are talking about you, say, see, amo, now the pocket pick they come. Oh, just keep your back very well. You will know that, yes, you are a pocket pick. Then you are not a pocket pick, and as you are they started talking about you, whispering to one another that, see, pocket pick is now coming, hold your back very well, remove your trinkets and all that. You will not be happy, because by the time you enter into the gathering and you see people adjusting themselves, you see people carrying their handbag that have been there on the table for minutes. From the distance, you notice that handbag has been there, and you just enter, people will just start adjusting. You will feel somehow as a human. You will feel bad as a human being that, so this is how it is. Is that bad? Are people now talking about me that I am this, I am that? So that is that for this guy. Whom to blame, my people? Is it the prophet prophesy? Do we know whether the prophecy is true or false? Is it the mother that went to disgrace the boy at the compound and was shouting that the boy want to use her for money ritual, that people should help her? If anything happens to her, the child should be arrested. Have she done bad as a mother? Or is she supposed to be quiet after hearing such prophecy? Is she supposed to just keep mute and watch things go wrong? At the end of the day, she will just sleep and not wake, or she fall sick? Is that how it's supposed to be? Or this boy himself in question, the way he killed himself now, is it the best for him to avoid shame and disgrace, reproach that he has put upon himself? Or he did it because he is so ashamed of himself that he is innocent, and the mother has spoiled his name, rather the prophet also has spoiled his name? So that is that for that. Okay, what is your thoughts about this my discussion? Then my second story right now, My people, I am so surprised about what is really going on in our Obodo Nigeria, as I call it. Our Obodo Nigeria. A Nigerian man that is based in Atlanta, USA, United States of America, not United States of Abao, United States of America, for 30 good years, and have not visited Nigeria, his country. Have not visited Edo State, his hometown. Have not visited Fuga, where he really come from. He decided to go for visit this 2020 that just passed, for December 2020, to celebrate with his kinsmen and family members and friends. Could you believe that that man was supposed to go back to America on the 28th of January 2021? They said he just stayed barely less than 2 weeks. All right. He traveled to Nigeria. That was around December. He stayed barely less than 2 weeks. On his way to the airport from Edo State by road, he was kidnapped. He was kidnapped and they were taken into the bush. At the long run, they killed this man after collecting 10 million whooping naira from the family members. Hey, my good God. When I hear news like this, I don't just know, because I don't understand what is going on with that country. I don't understand whether this is perilous times. I don't know what to say. Whether this is what the Bible says that is now happening, but it should not only be in Nigeria. Is it only in Nigeria Bible referred to end time? End time in the all over the world. So what is happening? Somebody for 30 years have been in foreign lands. He just say, okay, let me go for this December 2020 year, and that was it. Bad guys refuse him to go back home. And a video I saw on internet that surfaced, the man was seen spraying dollars. My question here is that, is it the dollars he sprayed in that party he went that must have put him into this? Or is it really the Fulani herdsmen who are saying Fulani herdsmen that kidnapped and killed him? Or is it somebody that disguised, like a family member or an insider that knows him, that have been jealous of him, that so you came to Nigeria to flaunt your wealth, abi? Okay, make we see now, you no go back. The very day you dey go back, you no go back, and now planned with assassin or kidnappers to take this man. So who now will be behind this? Because many people and many bloggers, they are saying it's Fulani. Everything they will put on Fulani herdsmen, even the ones that Fulani herdsmen did not know about, they will put on him. Don't you think that is somebody that knows him, that saw what he did? Because how can you go to a country of naira and be spraying dollars? And thank God now in Nigeria we have a bureau de change where you can buy Nigeria currency now. I am not trying to question the disease, but in case anybody comes across this video, people should learn from people's experience. People don't learn from people's experience until it happens to them. You don't need to do things like that, because people will see it as show off. It might not be show off. All right, ordinarily it might not be show off. Maybe you are happy for donkey years, 30 old years. You have not visited your motherland. You went to celebrate with them, maybe out of excitement, that love, that feelings. You started spraying dollars. Do you think everybody at that gathering is happy? And they use this word though. People will say, I am happy for you. Nobody is happy for anybody. People should just stop using that word. I am happy for you. Nobody is happy for anybody when it comes to prosperity, when it comes to success. Not even your bloodline. Not even your bloodline. The same mama, the same papa. Not even your twins with one placenta, identical twins. Not even the unidentical ones. Nobody is happy for anybody. People when you are getting married, they say, I'm happy for you. They will come, they touch your body. They are putting evil spirits on your body so that at the day you will not conceive in that marriage. I am for you. Happy married life. Must you touch my body if I'm getting married that you are happy for me? If you are happy for me, Ibekwara, you are welcome. Thank you for joining this. If you are happy for me, at least give me a card. That is okay for me. Or if you want to say, "May I'm happy for you," that is not from the bottom of your mind, fine and good. But you don't need to come and embracing me on my marriage day. Thank God I am happy for you. Or the day you built a house, you are doing the housewarming. Oh, thank God I'm happy for you. The day you have your child. Oh, thank God for you. You are now a mother. You are now a father. I'm happy for you. When you know very well you are not happy for that person. So what killed this man? I don't think it's Fulani herdsmen that went after this man that based in Atlanta for 30 years. I think it is an insider. Yes, I think it is an insider. At least things have been happening in that Obodo, Nigeria, but people will not want to to learn from people's experience. Death is not something that we are happy about, not even to an enemy, not somebody you don't love. You hear that somebody is dead, somebody you don't love, and you will be happy, say, "Hey, thank God that man don't die." Hey, own too much safe. Or thank God that woman don't die. Waiting, I own too much. Now she did this church. Every time I thought she go dey tie Olandis wrapper. Every time I thought she go dey wear good gold. Every time I thought she go dey do this. I thought she go dey do that one. Waiting, yes, thank God say as she die, she sick and die. Na im before. Nobody will even want to alter that thing, even though you are happy that the person is dead. Because if you utter that kind of thing, people will see you as what? A suspect. But inside of you, you might be happy that, thank God that one don't go. But ordinarily, for you to come out to Prudential and say, thank God that man don't die, own too much. When the person is not a criminal, not that it's a government property, a kidnapper, a bad guy that was killed by the government. This person was just kidnapped. Kidnapped after taking whopping 10 million naira. 10 million naira that can build a comfortable small bungalow in an affordable place. You people still shot him dead. These are the things people will not want to learn from. Okay, you now going to Obodo, Nigeria to be spraying dollars. I don't understand. You came from a developed country. Before you came from that developed country, you have been living in Nigeria, a poverty-stricken country, before God bless you and you relocated. All right. So Oga won't have dared that by spraying that dollars. That is my bottom line here. He won't have dared that. What he would have done is to change the money to Nigeria currency. Nigeria is a naira currency. Then even though you want to give anybody money, like the person he was spraying money in that party I saw, you envelope the money and give to the person. If you will want to give foreign currency, if at all. Because me that is even here talking, I have gone to a wedding in Nigeria where a Nigerian sprayed dollars. And I was like, wow. Anyways, that was how I just like, had it been that person is related to me, I would have even met her, say, auntie, this thing what you do, or do I risk you, or brother, this thing what you do, for this country, Nigeria, it's not good though that one was a wedding reception. Wedding reception. That was what that lady sprayed, dollars. So it made people to understand that she was with what? Foreign currency. So is it like a show off thing when you spray foreign currency in another country? Or is it like excitement? Or is it that it is what you have at that time? I will not take what you have at that time because I believe you can plan. We plan our lives, right? Except maybe death permits you not to see the next day, whatever you have planned. Okay, except that you will not tell me that you are going for an occasion, because definitely, even though the invitation is just emergency, barely 24 hours before the marriage, you can still plan. You don't need to spray. That is what I am talking about. You don't need to spray. Even spraying of monies, I am totally against spraying of monies. I see all these things as show off. I don't know the kind of person God created me, but that is how I see all these things, as show off. You can package all these your whatever, and give to whoever you want to give. Is it like competition? When you go to some parties, burial, you will see people spraying the host, the person that is celebrating the death of the parents, or giving the parents befitting burial or something. You will see them spraying. Are you mourning with the person, or you are happy that the person lost somebody and is doing a very befitting and a high quality burial? Is that how it should be done? Is burial not supposed to be a time to mourn? As the Bible says, celebrate with people that celebrate, mourn with those that are mourning. It's not supposed to be so. But in Nigeria, obodo Nigeria, you will see people celebrating in funerals. I have gone to different funerals that I will just be imagining. I will just sit down and be watching. And you will see how people will be spraying money, different calibers of friends. When this one comes, this one will now go and spray. It will be like competition, spray money to the host. Is this supposed to be so? When we know the kind of society we have today, that is not like the society of the old, where one can even drop money mistakenly on the road and you go back there and you pick the money. Nowadays, one need to be careful, live a simple life. But Nigerians will say no, they no go live simple life. Nigerians go say no, they no go live simple life. I am not against anybody that want to show off wealth on social media, but it is very wrong to do that. It is very wrong. You don't need to bring some kind of things to social media. Who are you impressing? God have blessed you with a house. God have blessed you with a car. God have blessed you with children. God have blessed you with pregnancy. Must you bring them to social media to display, to talk about it? That's what we are talking about here. You will see some women that are heavily pregnant. Pregnancy, I know in the time of old is that people hide from people. Some of them even hide pregnancy from their parents because they know the kind of parents they have until they have their children. But today, women is like competition. You will see them with big pregnancy that we have their baby today, tomorrow, gallivanting on social media, and most of them will even go as far opening the pregnancy, like, to the public. When I mean opening, removing their clothes to the public to see how big the pregnancy has gotten. My good God. Huh? To see how big pregnancy that when people are supposed to hide. You hide, you nurture until you have your babies. And even after having your babies, you don't even dare to tell people like that, thank God for me, I don't born. It is the rumor that will just be going around that Mary Amaka don't born. Wetin e born? Born boy. Or wetin e born? Lipopo. Okay? Until they will now call you on the phone and ask, I hear say you don't born. Then you say, yes, I don't born. Not when you are in labor. You will let the whole world know that you are in labor. I don't understand the way people are taking this social media thing. Whom to blame in things like this? Well, I don't understand the way people are taking social media things. Some of them now, if they are during their child delivery now, if they talk to their husband, your husband accepts. They will talk to the hospital and doctors. They will accept. They will do it a delivering vlog. You don't know what you are doing, especially those that are from Africa. Africa, that we have devilish and we practice fetishness. Fetish. Most families are from fetish home. Okay? Camouflaging with Christianity. That will not even teach you lessons. You will see somebody want to marry, okay? You will let the whole wide world know say you want to do I do. Now you first do I do for life. Now you first be the person wey wear ring for life. That is why most of all these marriages of today, all these high class, glamorous, extravagant marriage don't last. You will see somebody that is married, highest 2 months, 2 years, the marriage don't crash. Wedding gown that they put on that day, they buy am 5 million. The hall they rent 100 million. Wine and drinks as souvenir, they don't even talk about that. When you talk about souvenir, they give out like cars, expensive souvenirs to well-respected people that came for that wedding. Eh? So will that make a home? That is my question. Will that make a home? Because there's a difference between house and home. That can only make a house, not a home. That is why most marriages don't last, because the fertility, the show off on social media is becoming alarming these days, that I don't understand the way especially Nigerians are abusing all these things. I will see it as abuse, whether people like it or not. They are abusing all these amenities that is being presented to us. When there was no phone in the 80s, did people not live? People not live. People that are abroad in the 70s, 60s, when there was no phone, were they not still communicating with their families back home? Now social media everywhere, different type of social media everywhere. Then will you now abuse it? How can somebody that is expectant of a child come to social media to display her pregnancy, telling the whole world the sex of the child? I don't understand. Some of them even go as far as telling you the day they will have their babies. The day they will have their babies. When I see videos like this, I don't even bother myself to even go through, because you are stupid. Very, very stupid. Some people will be traveling. You are traveling by road, you are traveling by water, you are traveling on air. Okay? You will tell the whole world simply because of you are looking for views. You are looking for what? Views. Tell the whole world that my flight is 7 a.m. tomorrow morning from America to Chicago, or from UK to Amsterdam, or from this one to that one. Must you tell the whole world your private life? Must you come to social media? Na so the finger dey scratch una, wey be say una no dey fit dey use am dey control una sef. Most people put themselves into trouble. Many deaths of today dey caused it by themselves. Hello, my G. My G, thank you for coming. You are blaming the prophet. Did you hear the story? You blame the prophet. Did you hear the story? You didn't hear the story now. So you will not say that you are blaming the prophets, because the story is that the prophet told the mother of this late young man now that the boy wants to use her for money ritual. Yes, yeah. Okay, you caught a glimpse. Okay, the boy wants to use her for money ritual. All right. Then the mother went to the house and was shouting to the boy. That's the only son. And the boy is an upcoming Nigeria musical artist. Though he's late, he was. Let me correct myself. He was an upcoming Nigeria artist. So the mother went to this prophet, and the prophet prophesied that your only son is planning to kill you. He wants to use you for money ritual, because that is what vogue now. That's what is trending in some countries now. Quick money. They don't want to work. Blood money. We call it blood money. Okay. So when this woman heard about that, she could not hold herself. Who will hear that can hold him or herself? So she shouted that if anything happens to her, if she falls sick and she dies, anything happened to her, or if she's involved in a motor accident or whatever, they should arrest this boy. That's her son. That the son is responsible. So when the boy heard about that, he now ran into the house, took an insecticide, he drank the insecticide, and he died. So that is why I asked the question, who is to blame? Is it the prophet that prophesied to the mother? Let's assume the prophecy is not false. Let's assume the prophecy is genuine, because in the Bible we had genuine prophets, okay, that God will give visions and ask them to speak, and they will do that, and at the end the prophecy will come to pass. So who is to blame? Yes, the boy died. He died because he drank insecticide. He took his own life because, according to him, he said it is not true. So do you think it is not true? Do you think that the mother is just accusing him because of what she heard from the prophet? Or do you think what the boy did was right by killing himself? Or do you think it's because of shame that he has been exposed that made him to kill himself? That is what I am talking about today. Let me get the charger of my laptop. It's running low. That's the mistake I made. I would have even plugged it. 1 minute. Let me get the charger. So that's oh my good God. So guys, that is it. Okay, that's the thing, my dear. This is your question. That is why I decided to present this. That what do you, is it true to you? What do you think? For the boy now going to kill himself, do you think it is because of shame he killed himself? Because some people will, because of shame, what will people say? You understand how that he wants to kill the mother because he's an upcoming artist and all that, and maybe that was what they asked him to bring, the mother. All right. So what are just your thoughts about this? What do you think about it? Or is it that he's so ashamed of himself that now people have tarnished his image, the mother have tarnished his image, the prophet have tarnished his image, that it is not true, that he now decided to take his own life. All right. I know that when somebody lie against you, it hurts. When somebody lie against you, it hurts so much that I don't know how to explain it. When you know very well that you are innocent of an accusation and you are trying to tell people, I am innocent of this, and they are not giving you listening ears, nobody is believing you, not even your own bloodline, people that are from the same family with you will believe you. They'll say, go away, you are talking rubbish, you lied, you did this, you are a thief, you are a this, you are a that. Okay, if I was the parent, the prophet would have to show evidence. And they prophecy with evidence. Prophecy with evidence. I will say, and maybe somehow, if I will accept what you just put down, somehow, prophecy with evidence cannot be like physical showing now. What the woman would have done if for her to really want to get into to, you understand? Maybe she would have visited more prophets. She would have visited different prophets to get a confirmation. Let me use that word now, a confirmation. But genuine prophet, you don't need to be jumping from one place to another to get confirmation, because in the Bible, when we had the prophecy in the Bible, okay, it's it came to pass. Is it not? It happened. Even when this man, John the Baptist, was killed in the Bible, I think they talked about it, that certain person will want the head of John the Baptist and all that. Even when Jesus Christ was born, they talked about it, that a Virgin Mary will bore a son to save the whole world. So that is how it is, prophecy. But the problem now is that, like what I said earlier on, is that because of so many false prophets that we have today in the world, you hardly know the ones that are true because it's not written on the forehead. You hardly know the one that the prophecies that are true. That's the thing. That's the bottom line of all this. Even though the prophecy is true, all right, how will you now go and tell somebody, okay, look at this woman now. Do you think that if she had confronted the boy one-on-one, let them have heart-to-heart discussion in the night as a parent and a son, without her shouting? You know, we Africans, it's in our blood, it's in our DNA. When we hear things like this, how we will shout. Because this thing is between life and death too. You will shout to the whole world to hear. Or it's not like something that you will keep codedly in the secret way. You will want everybody to hear in case anything happens to you. Let them know where that is coming from. I believe that was what the woman did. Though everybody with how they will handle matters like this. How old is the boy? The boy, with the picture I saw, the boy should be maybe in his early 20s. Early 20s. He's a small boy. He's a young guy. He's a young guy. That okay. He's a young guy. So he's an upcoming music. He's into music. So he have not blown now. Maybe he wants to blow like Davido, D'banj, all these big musicians we have in Nigeria, P Square and all that. He wants to blow. So for them to be known like this, most of them put their hands into something deadly. You understand? So something evil. So even though you did not want to kill your mother, that is what I am saying. Like what I said earlier on, I said it's very painful when a lie is told on you. You understand? But when things like this comes, you will, at least you have family members. You have family members. If it is for them to even summon the prophet, so they bring the prophet, or better still, they in short, there are ways to do it. But the way he killed himself now, is it not like obvious that really he wants to do that? This is not dramatic, oh, this is real. It's something that happened this year, 2021 January in Nigeria. Okay, the boy's picture is everywhere on the internet. I believe people that knows him, like neighbors and family members that knows him, they know that it is the truth. He killed himself. All three of them, all three are at fault. But ultimately, the boy took his own life in his decision. And the decision, he did not tell us, not that he dropped a suicide note. He did not drop any suicide note. Okay? Because the mother went to confront him. That was why he killed himself. Because the mother went to confront him. Are you saying that the mother would have kept quiet? When we hear a thing like this and we just keep quiet, we not want to speak up, okay? Like, as I was saying before you entered, apart from even this boy now, things are happening, but people will not take precautions. People will not learn lesson from people's story, okay? The other day, a pregnant lady that had been married about a year plus, okay, she now got pregnant after a year or so. Display her pregnancy on social media, on Facebook precisely. I wanted to tweet that video when I got the picture, but I was not led in the spirit to that. If not, I have the details and information, everything. I just deleted it. On Facebook, she went and displayed her pregnancy on Facebook. And the most annoying thing that is even annoying me as a woman here is when they will remove their clothes and show their what is it called, belly bump. What for? What for? Because this is my second discussion. What for? Why are you doing all this? To what? To tell the whole world that your husband is man enough to impregnate you. Okay, what happens if they find that pregnancy is not even for your man? That the way most men are finding out that their children is not for them, they are not their biological father. Why are people doing all this? Why is it that social media cannot be controlled? Any little thing, people will just display on social media, using their hands to cause death for themselves. They are using their hands to look for trouble upon their own life. And at the end of the day, they will be blaming devil. That is why I always say that people should stop blaming devil. Any little thing they will put blame on devil. Devil is in his house drinking his tea. Devil is in his house enjoying himself with his colleagues and agents of Lucifer. It is you that look for trouble, and at the end of the day, you've gotten what you look for. Then you will now put the blame on devil. Which devil? Okay, this young boy now that went to take insecticide and killed his own self now. I think people will say it's devil work. That is devil work that killed him. Oh. It's devil work that made him to kill himself. Ordinarily, he wouldn't have done that. Oh. If you can take your own life, then tell me, is it another person's life that will not be like a chicken before you? Your own life. Your own life. That is to say, you don't tire for life. Eh? Because before people will decide to do things like this, maybe to use people for money, that is to say, they have run into depression. Their mental health is not stable. And the most annoying thing is that most of them are lazy. And when you are lazy, how do you eat as a man? When you are of age, there are certain things you don't even depend on your parents anymore. Instead, you are supposed to be giving your parents little if you have. All right? That is how it's supposed to be. That is why we pray that we should be old, at old age, that God should bless our children so that your children can look after you. Not the devil. People reach that is the thing. Yes. That is what I am talking about. The devil we are talking about is you and I. It's the human being that is the devil. So they should just leave the main devil that God drove all the way from heaven, from the house of glory to planet Earth. Then they should just leave that devil. We are talking about the devil is them themselves. Them themselves. Because if you can have the mind to take your own life, I don't see what you cannot do with another person's life. If you have the mind to take your own life, that is to say, another person is nothing. If you are paid to do so, even to do it for free, you can delete somebody and you will just clean your mouth and enter house. Nobody will know. You have the mind to, that is to say, it's premeditated, because the Jesus said that he entered the house and he took insecticide. Does it mean that that insecticide that he drank, now what did he buy that insecticide for? What did he buy the insecticide for? What is his motion for having that insecticide in the house? Okay, fine and good. Let's assume that it's because of mosquito, because we have a lot of human mosquitoes in Obodo, Nigeria, matured mosquitoes. Let's assume it's because of mosquitoes he bought the insecticide. But what will now warrant him now to just run into the bedroom and drink insecticide? And by the time people enter the house, they just saw the body on the floor. That's the question. Okay, does it mean that it planned to delete the mother with that insecticide, to pour insecticide in her food, or in the middle of the night whenever the runs is click, that is when he will now do what he wants to do? Or is it the prophet that prophesied that, yes, woman, be careful with your only son, this is the plan he have for you, he wants to use you for money ritual? Or is it the mother that believed what the prophet said, and she shouted to the house and people should hear her out? If anything happens to her, they should arrest the boy. Who to blame? Because prophet have done his work. It's a prophet. Prophets, they prophesy. Okay, prophet is different from pastor. Prophet is different from man of God. Prophets see things and they prophesy. Some of them have these two in one: prophet and the minister, prophet and preachers, or prophet and pastors that minister like that. But an ordinary pastor cannot see revelations. An ordinary pastor cannot see visions, cannot dream dreams, cannot prophesy. It is a prophet that can do that. Okay, that is why you see in Obodo, Nigeria, sometimes before people buy a house or people buy whatever they want to buy, those that believe in prophecy, they will go and look for a prophet to come and tell the prophet that this is my plan, I want to buy this land. The prophet will now pray and see whether the land is claimed to live on, or whether the wife to be you want to marry, that you brought the picture, or you brought to show them whether the person is fruitful. At the end of the day, she will conceive and have marriage. No problem. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. So that is what I am talking about right now. So who to blame? Because with the way things are going, I don't know what to say. People will still refuse to learn from people's lesson. Okay, this boy now that have deleted himself, now in little or no time, another news will come out. People are still planning to be deleting people. People are still planning to be deleting people because of this money. Money is sweet. Nobody is saying that money is not sweet, okay? But when you work hard for your money, you work very hard for your money in a genuine way. When you are spending that money, you will have peace of mind. You will be rest assured. Not when you had that money in a crooked way. You will be scared. It depends on the agreement you people had. You will be scared. Sometimes you will not even live that long to enjoy the money. Or the person that you have used for that what is it called, for that money ritual might be troubling you like living in bondage. The way Merit troubled Andy Okeke until he had to confess. Everybody that came to eat the money with him, none of them ate that money with peace of mind, both his girlfriends. All right. So that is how some people have high spirits. Some, by the time they are deleted, they will just go and rest in peace. That's why some people will just say, rest in peace, rest in peace, rest in peace, rest in peace. They will be praying rest in peace. You think it's all deaths that should be praying rest in peace? What about the ones that you kill somebody, you tell the person to rest in peace? Will you not pray for the person that if you know that that person is killed, tell the spirit to go and revenge and fight the person until the person confesses? Why would you say the person should rest in peace when you know very well that in the spirit world that person is not happy because it's an untimely death? It's not all death that is rest in peace. When you talk about death of the age, all right, the age, okay, even death of the age sometimes is painful to lose someone, let alone underage, untimely death. You have not even lived your life to any level, not even up to 70 years, sef, as Bible talk. One thing, we just do two things. We just hear say the person sick. Before you hear the person say my belle, my belle. Before you hear, you say my head, my head. Before you know, leg is swollen. Then the person will now pass on to glory. Then you say rest in peace. When that person is killed, that is not a natural death. That kind of death should not be rest in peace. Go and fight for your killer. Fight for your killer. Look for who killed you and fight. Then let them come potentially to confess. Because it's not all deaths that are natural, whether people like it or not. So that rest in peace, whatever, not be every time they go dey pray that kind prayer, because nobody will be happy when you lost a loved one, a young siblings at that matter, and you will tell the person to rest in peace, and you know that it's not a natural death. Go after your killer, all right, destroy them. That is how it's supposed to be. Okay, this boy now that have killed himself now, I don't know how they will conclude this story now. Whether the prophet will be arrested, nobody knows, because many people are now blaming the prophet, that prophet is the cause. Prophet is the cause. Prophet is only doing what he is born to do or what he is called to do. That is if he's a genuine prophet. It's like a job, okay? It's like a pilot flying the plane and the plane had a technical problem in the air. What are you going to do? Are you going to blame the pilot that is because of pilot plane crashed? Pilots die with their error. Okay, pilots, they die with their error. Whether it is an error, whether it is technical fault, or that is the plane is faulty or whatever, most of them die with it. While lawyers, they will send their own they will send their own to prison. That is their job. By the time they have done whatever they have done, they find out that you are guilty, they send you to the prison. Eh? So are you telling me now that a medical doctor now that is a surgeon is carrying out a CS or an operation, and the person passes on to glory, you will now say that is the doctor's fault? He's doing his job. So that is exactly what happened to these prophets. I think he prophesied what he saw. Let's assume it is real prophecy. He prophesied what he saw. So are you saying that prophecy now, people should not be talking? When God opened your eyes to see things, you should not talk. This trading video now that I treated a few days ago about perilous time, this lady that said she saw the coming of Christ, and Christ said that the preacher should be preaching salvation, salvation, and they should stop preaching prosperity. Isn't that what she saw? Because I know people will still say it's make believe. Some people will not believe it. It's your own cup of tea. We all have our choices in life. Choices to believe or choice of what not to believe. All right. So that was what she saw, and she came out to tell you what she saw. It's like you dreaming. We all dream. I believe we all dream, whether good dream or bad dream. Dream is dream. Okay. Then when you tell somebody about what you saw in the dream, the person will say, "Go and sit down." You lie. So that is how it is. So my lovely people, thank you for coming. I will end this LS. All right. So I will see you by the special grace of God on Tuesday again for my next program. All right. But I want to still read the song I started with earlier on. Yeah, your mama, yeah, your papa. With God, life go better for you. Yeah, your mama, yeah, your papa. With God, life go better for you. This life when we dey na story. Life no be bed of roses. They do make you do well. Baba God go answer your prayer, so it's a good one. This life when we dey full of story. Life not be bed of roses. Anything when they do make you do well. Baba God go answer your prayers. If na good one, yeah, your mama, yeah, your papa. My brother, life go better for you. My sister, yeah, your mama, yeah, your papa. With God, life go better for you. To papa, to mama gi. Oh God, diggy man. Papa, say you papa yen. Oba mana runko. Yeah, your mama, yeah, your papa. With God, life go better for you. Yeah, your mama, yeah, your papa. With God, life go better for you. This life when we dey full of story. Life not be bed of roses. Anything when you do, make you do well. Baba God go answer your prayers. If na good one, this life when we dey full of stories. Life not be bed of roses. Anything when you do, make you do well. Baba God go answer your prayer. Make you just take am jejely. This life take am small, small. Lost for money go put you for hell. My brother na small, small. Hey, whoa, yeah, your mama, yeah, your papa. With God, life go better for you. To mama, to babagi. Oh God, diligima. To papa, to bamagi. Yeah, oh batasagi. To mama, to papa gi. Oh wara nene nunko. Think about it. All right. Don't rush in life. Whatever we be, whether good or bad. All right. But the best bottom line is what? Hear the voice of your parents if they are advising you on the right track. See you some other time, God willing. I think this boy is too fast to make money. And I think there is an atom of truth in that prophecy. So I will say, I did not blame the prophets on this matter. I blame Star Boy Fizzy, the disease that took his own life after the mother approached him that he wants to use her for money rituals, which we call quick money. The girl dead. Thank you. Please share this video. Please, please, please share this video. Goodbye for now. See you some other time, God willing. I sign up with peace.